Good afternoon. Today the Security Council discussed the situation concerning the DRC, and Mr. Alan Doss, head of the United Nations mission in the DRC, has given you a very detailed and comprehensive briefing. I just want to inform you that the Council took a very positive note of some encouraging progress in the implementation of the 23rd March Agreement and the improvement in the DRC-Rwanda relations. And the Council also supported and encouraged the efforts of the Secretary General's Special Envoy for the Great Lakes region, Mr. Obzatio, and his co-facilitator, former President Skapa, in facilitating the rapprochement between the DRC and Rwanda and promoting long-term stability in the Great Lakes region. However, the Council expressed deep concern about the serious humanitarian situation in the east of the DRC and the undesirable impact of the military operations in the situation of civilians since the beginning of 2009. The Council also discussed the challenges to the stabilization process in Eastern DRC, especially the difficulties in integrating the Congolese armed groups into the FARDC. The Council reiterated their support for MONUC in delivering the mandate in accordance with Resolution 1856, especially in the protection of civilians. And finally, the Council also highly valued MONUC's close cooperation with the government of the DRC in empowering the DRC state institutions and tackling the question of the armed groups. Thank you.
I wanted to ask you two questions. One is, can you say whether in the consultations this report by Philip Alston, the special rapporteur on summary executions, did it come up? Not to say what the member states said about it, but was that report discussed by the members?
Goldstone report?
No, not
Which
Goldstone.
one?
Philip Alston is a special rapporteur on executions. He just did a report on the Congo in which he said that the units of the FARDC are killing refugees, things like that. I just wanted to know whether this was addressed in some way by the Council.
Well, I think Mr. Alan Doss has briefed you very in a detailed manner, and I have informed you of all what we have found consensus of the members of the Council concerning today's discussion.
And I just wanted to, this is something that's been in the news, that there was an incident in Vietnam in which a monastery, monks were evicted and supposedly beaten with sticks. The hook to the Security Council is that it's reported that someone asked the U.S. to raise it in the Council. Can you say whether it's been raised, and do you have anything to say about that reported incident, whether it's accurate or inaccurate?
No one has raised it, and there's no ground for anyone to raise it.
With regard to the Human Rights Council passing the resolution, can you say what the action of the Security Council will be? There is a set of things to the Security Council in here in 1969, and it asks that you begin to take certain steps. Is that going to happen? Do you have any idea of the process?
No, the Council, did not touch upon those, and as I said, I can only inform you of what, considered as the consensus of the members of the Council on today's discussion. Then you have to go to Legend for the national positions.
You say what happened? What was the problem that the Council wasn't willing to consider it, that they allowed the discussion of some of the report in their meeting on the Middle East, but they weren't willing to officially consider the report at that point? Was that because the Human Rights Council hadn't yet passed it, or was it because some members just objected? What can